Welcome to our training video on how to use the daily work journal features of Prolog. Within Prolog, there are two forms that many of you may already be familiar with. There's the daily details and the daily work journal. Both of these have been around since Prolog's beginnings, but with the introduction of Prolog Converge and Prolog Mobile, there's a third form that's been added to help you better track and manage your project's daily work activity. This new form is called the Daily Field Report, and the intent of this new form is to make the logging and managing of your daily work journals a more efficient process for you. This video will give you a basic understanding of what the purpose of each of these forms is and how they can help you track your daily work activity. The Daily Details form is used primarily to track weather conditions at the project site, but you can also use it to track more general project activities such as the logging of site visitors or major deliveries. A key point is that the information logged in the Daily Details is not typically associated with any particular project stakeholder or subcontractor, but is instead about the project site in general. Typically, you'll only need a single daily detail record for each working day, and this is typically entered or logged by the general contractor or construction manager. The Daily Work Journal form is used to track the daily tasks associated with each specific contractor or trade, and also the corresponding labor and equipment used to work on these tasks. Now typically, a separate daily work journal will be created for each subcontractor for each working day. While these work journals can be created on behalf of each subcontractor by the general contractor, it's really a recommended best practice to instead have each subcontractor enter in their own daily work journal details. Now the new Daily Field Report form really just combines each of the previous two forms together in a single form to make it easier for you to view all the activity for a specific day without having to jump around between multiple forms. The first tab of the Daily Field Report is essentially identical to what's on the Daily Details form. And the second tab, however, not only adds in the daily work journal form, but it goes even further by showing all the daily work journal entries for all subcontractors in a single grid. This gives you really easy visibility into seeing who is working on your project on any specific day. If the GC is entering in the dailies for all their subcontractors, then the Daily Field Report is often the most efficient way to get this data entered. Let's look at each of these forms a little closer. As mentioned earlier, you'll typically have one daily detail entry per working day of your project, and this is typically maintained by the general contractor. The Daily Work Journal is where each subcontractor will log the tasks that they worked on for that day and also enter in the associated labor and equipment that was used. Depending on how detailed you want to track things here, labor can be entered in either as number of heads, or you can require that it be provided as detailed labor records, something analogous to timesheets. Now when we open the Daily Field Report for that same day, we see on the Daily Details tab all the same site weather conditions that were entered into the Daily Detail form for that day. And when we click over to the Daily Work tab for that day, we see all the subcontractor entries entered for that day. When you highlight a specific contractor in the first table here at the top, the bottom half of the screen updates to show all the associated detail for that subcontractor. In addition to using the Daily Field Report to view data that's already been entered, this form can also be really useful for entering all the information using a single form. I'll now share with you some next steps and resources available to support you in learning other aspects of Prolog. First off, be sure to watch our other videos that are tailored specifically towards the needs of our Prolog Sky community. We also offer a vast number of resources for you to further your Prolog knowledge, and these are constantly growing. We have various social media outlets where you can connect with us and with other Prolog users in the community. On our website at meridiansystems.com, under Support and Services, you'll find a current list of all our training offerings. If you're curious as to what classes and training materials will best suit your Prolog learning goals, click the Prolog Learning Path link down here at the bottom. We have listed suggested next steps for new users, administrators, and for those who want to do a deep dive into specific areas of Prolog. Then lastly, we encourage you to visit our support link site, where we currently host our library of Prolog training videos and much more. Once logged into the Prolog video library, you can search for the video topics that best suit your learning needs. Each video is indexed per chapter for easy search and navigation. For example, if you want to learn more specifically about daily work journals and how to use them effectively, go to the associated item that's in the Day 2 of the Prolog Converge Essentials training. Should you have any questions on our training resources or would like to contact Prolog support, please email us at the addresses provided or call us anytime. We're here to assist you in your training and support needs. Thank you for watching our video.